simple skills, complex fails. You want to start taking people and turning them into lifelong customers. And the only way to do this is through a database. Your Instagram followers is not your customers. They could delete Instagram today, guess what? Everybody that follow you is gone.
Can you please share like the top platform that you may incentivize people to really be using? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of WRLDINVSN.
And we are back on the Activate Your Vision podcast, where we give you the jewels and tips that it takes to be successful. We started this brand with 12 shirts and $120, and we turned it into a multi-million-dollar apparel empire. And today we want to really just piggyback and follow back up on one of our last videos where we really, I'm going to say, touched on how important having a database was going to be. What I really want to do is kind of go even more in depth on that conversation that we had inside that last video. And if you haven't saw the last video, I recommend you watching that after you watch this one, just so that way you can, catch up to speed with what we was talking about with a database and why it's important.
And before we continue, because sometimes when you use the word database, it could be considered boring.
Yep.
But this is to generate sales.
Yep.
Like, you need to dive into this type of information because this is how you're going to actually convert on your Shopify store or whatever store you have. Like, you need to know this information right here to be able to get online sales.
Yep.
Right? This is not in person. This is for online sales. So if you're somebody who want to, doing your day and making money while you're doing your day and living your life, this is what you want to listen to.
Yep. So I really want to just get started. I want to go straight into it with abandoned carts. So a lot of people that, we meet, a lot of people that we teaching, a lot of people that's in our programs, one of the main things that they struggle with is making consistent sales online. And a lot of things that happen is what we hear is I'm getting people to my site,
and not
but
converting.
They're not converting. But before we even get to the converting part of it, I really want to talk about the opportunity that they have with maybe getting those people that came to their site, put stuff inside the cart and didn't buy, because that's going to probably be your most warmest customer that put it inside the cart but just didn't complete the purchase. Like, what type of solutions do you really have for the abandoned cart, or what they should be doing? What should they be adding to their Shopify? Maybe even what the messages should be to help get them to convert.
So first and foremost, simple skills, complex fails. So, like, when you sending people, I'm gonna start from the beginner level. When you sending people to your website, send them directly to your page that you want to sell them on. So, if you sending people to buy your jogger set, like, when they click the link, allow them to be able to purchase that jogger set right away. Because if not, it's gonna take them too long to actually get to the checkout. So you can have all those visitors, but they never got to the checkout, right? So in order to get majority of visitors to get to the checkout, have less friction as possible. When they click on the link, they're able to buy the product right then and there, right? So that's the first thing. The minute that they get to the checkout, a couple of things could be an issue with them buying or not. One can be obviously shipping price, but that would be the last thing because they got to fill out all the information to figure out how much the shipping actually costs. But it also could be like how long it actually takes to get the product to the cart page or to the checkout page at least. So one thing that we like to do is we like to use a sticky cart, because whenever you add the product to the cart, it pops up and you could click the button right there and say checkout, and then now you're on that checkout page. And if you're getting traffic to your site and you're not making those conversions, you want to have specific things in place like flows, right? So you want to have emails that's going to fire you off.
And this is specifically for, like, I'm saying I came to the cart and I got off the website and I abandoned it. Yes. I left it. I'm going back on with my day.
Correct. So it's tailored to that person. It's not like you blasting a whole bunch of people. And one of the ways that you know that you need this is because, like Marlon saying, you may have a lot of traffic to your site and you're not converting. One thing that we like to look at is however many website visitors you got, that's how much money you should have made that day. It should be a one-to-one conversion. So if I got 200 people to my website, I should have made $200 that day. And if you're not making that money, then that means one thing that you could be missing is the correct flows and even the times that they sent out. So for example, a lot of people use abandoned cart, but like the people that have abandoned cart emails in place, they may blast it off an hour later. Like, they done. Like, if somebody came to your site and they not getting an email till an hour later saying return to your cart, 9 times out of 10 you lost that customer. I like to do that 15 minutes later. So if you come to the website, add some to your cart, you click checkout and you don't fill everything out and you just hop off, I want you to get an email as quick as possible because I want you to still be in that mind frame of like, man, you know, you want to buy this product, but maybe you seen something or you might have got distracted. I want to be able to hit you while you still hot. So I want people that's watching this to, for one, you need abandoned cart flows. And that's going to be the solution to converting visitors into buyers if they don't buy on the initial purchase.
And is that multiple? Like just one?
You could have multiple, and I really don't want to get crazy in depth because it's just going to confuse everybody. If you want to go more in depth of like how many emails you need in your flows, you need to be inside of our AYV community. Because if I explain all of this stuff without actually showing you behind the computer, it's just going to get confusing, right? But if you want to be walked through this, you need to be inside of our AYV community, right? And is it cool for me to get them 3 days?
Yeah.
I'm going to give everybody that's watching this video 3 days for free inside of AYV community. 3 days for free. Come inside. Come check out what we got. We're going to give you the full breakdown, step by step.
Yep.
Right? So the simplest way I could explain this is just you need abandoned cart flows and make sure the first email file you are 15 minutes after they click that checkout and don't purchase, pretty much.
I got a question. Anything specific that you seen work, you know, with having that, any wording specifically that...
See, you getting into all the specific sauce details and they going to get confused, but let's give them the word. Like, if they hop off, you pretty much want to ask them, like, did something go wrong? Or what happened? Or I have these items saved, but only for a few minutes. Like, it's specific wording that, for one, you got to allow them to open up. So if you ask them, wait, what happened? With buku question marks, they're going to be like, wait, what happened? Let me go check and see if something actually happened.
Yep.
Or if it's like, we saved these for the next 5 minutes. Now is that FOMO, that fear of missing out. And now they like, oh, I got to get this in 5 minutes. So it's like you could A/B test certain things, or you could have specific emails for specific times.
Yep.
But those are some of the languages that I use.
When we saying A/B test, we saying that you're doing one of them maybe for 1 week, and then you're doing another one for the next week, and then seeing which one gave you the best, the best result. I got a question, like with emails and texts. Is it smart to be like super creative? And we could let's just specifically for this focus in on text. Is it smart to go like just super creative, or should they really just be sending out like, hey, my, new hoodies just dropped, go to the site? Or should they be, utilizing, funny phrases, like how should they being creative within they sending out emails? Specifically, SMS.
Man, simple skills, man, complex skills. I think you could use our 3-line strategy. Basically, the first line is, to spark curiosity and allow them to open. The second line is going to be the offer. The third thing is going to be the FOMO, so the fear of missing out. So I give you an example. One of our biggest texts that went stupid crazy was, this was probably like 2 or 3 years ago, though. It was, I might get fired for this. And people opened that immediately because they like, what you about to get fired for? And then it was like, this crazy sale that we did, right? So they opened up because they said I might get fired for this, but then the second line was the crazy sale, and then the third line was X amount of time, X amount of hours, or X amount of stock that we have. And that allowed people to click and hurry and start purchasing right then and there. So you want to use that first line to really spark curiosity and allow them to at least open, because you have in this game of creating sales, you gotta be on offense. And if you being on defense and saying, you say something like the offer at the beginning thing, that's defense. That's you just pitching something at them and screaming at them saying, buy this, buy this, buy this. But if you say something that's funny, humorous, or relatable, it's going to allow them to become a part of the brand.
And I say, is it a difference between creative within SMS, but then being creative within email?
I pretty much like to replicate whatever I'm doing in text and email. And only thing that's the difference with email is we're going to put an image, or we're going to put a GIF, or we're going to put some type of imagery of what we're saying. So the same text that I just shared with you, For the email, I'm gonna just use that as the email subject line. For the preview text, I'm gonna use the sale offer, and then inside the email, I'm just gonna make a quick graphic that have the offer on there, and then in the text, I'm just gonna put the same exact wording that I just shared with you. So I'm pretty much making my job easy by replicating whatever I'm doing in SMS, doing it in emails. What I'm doing in emails, doing it in SMS. I usually start with the SMS because that's the most important thing. That's the thing that's gonna get the most opens, the most clicks, everything, create the most sales. So I just whatever I come up with text, we just translate it all the way into the emails.
Gotcha. And I mean, to be honest with y'all, when we doing our drops, we see our conversion rate really, skyrocket than a normal day when we are sending out those emails and texts, because what's happening is we have now gathered a plethora of customers and we put them inside of our database. And now when we have new products, when we have collections, when it's holidays, whatever it is that, we want to notify those people with products, we able to send it to them. And what happens is, instead of us relying specifically just on organic content or relying specifically just on Facebook ads or, relying just on us, just going out and selling product, we able to have a list of people, emails and texts, that we are able to blast direct messaging to, and that increases our conversion rate. Like we seen, days where we had 8.9, 7% conversion rate. Which is crazy because normally, our conversion rate ranges from 1 to 1.5 just on a normal basis. Sometimes, two to three on real good days, maybe when we have good product and running a strong ad. But you're going to increase that conversion rate by having that database. Some other ways that I see that, we've been able to increase our conversion rate is, paying attention to the quality of our website. And what I mean by that is we noticed that when we was getting our brand started, that people, didn't trust us as much when we didn't invest in the photography shots, when we didn't have like what the product actually looked like on a male or a woman. Yes. Because if you just got product on just males, when people come to your site, they may only think that this is a male product. And so like it wasn't. And vice versa. So it wasn't until we started adding males and females inside of our product and putting them on our website with high quality imagery that we seen our conversion rate, increase. And when we saying by increasing could be 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.3%. Like that makes a big difference.
Huge difference.
Like
if your conversion rate go from 2 to 4, that means you doubled your sales.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And what we saying, that means if you're doing $100,000 and your conversion rate go from 2 to 4, that means you do $200,000 with the same amount of traffic.
Yep.
So that's why paying attention to your conversion rate is going to be very, very important, because you may be right now getting traffic towards your site, but you may just need to increase your conversion rate 0.5%, and you're going to add an extra 5,000, an extra 10,000 to your bottom line. And another thing that really plays a big factor when you are having that database is the average order value, because we saw that, when we just sending out, when we just, working on organic or paid advertisements, people are buying what we are advertising. Yep. But when we send out a text, people buy what we advertising, but because they custom to the brand, they're adding other stuff on to their order, which is now raising our average order value. And that can triple your business as well, because it's like if your average order value, let's just say $10, and then your average order value turns to $20, that means you doubled the business as well. So if you double the conversion rate and you double the average order value, quadruple your business.
4 times.
And honestly, like
before we even go to the next thing, like if you want to have more conversations like this with us, and you really want to be intentional about growing your brand, making sales, and if some of this information is confusing or if it's interesting to you, get the free 3 days right now in the description.
Yep.
Like, don't wait. Do it right now, because I really want you to see how I feel like, and I know that we have one of the best brand building communities in the world, right? And I want you to actually experience that for free for 3 days.
Yep. And I mean, what I just wanted, I guess, to make sure that they also understand, because some people like, dang, I don't even know where to get this from. Can you please share, like, I guess the top platform that you may, incentivize people to really be using?
If you are a new brand owner, or if you're just a brand owner that don't send emails, right, and you're looking for a home of where you should send your emails, get great deliverability, get high conversion rates, use OmniSend, right? So if you don't have no email home whatsoever, use OmniSend, right? So you want to start taking people and turning them into lifelong customers. And the only way to do this is through a database. How can you continuously make sales if you never alert your customers? Right? So you could post on Instagram all day long. We always tell people, your Instagram followers is not your customers. Right? They could delete Instagram today. Guess what? Everybody that follow you is gone.
Yep.
But whenever you have a database that you actually can own, you own that. That is your asset. That is your business. I remember somebody came up to us and asked us, how many customers you got? We we got 400,000 Instagram followers. No, that's not your customers, right? Your customers is the amount of people that's inside of your database. So you want to start nurturing these people. You want to start actually creating lifelong value with these people. You want them to turn into subscription buyers.
Yep.
Buy something every month. Buy something every week. Like, that person should be somebody that continues to support you over and over and over and over again. And don't make it complicated and feel like, man, how many times should I be sending out an email? Man, send out an email at least 3 to 4 to even 5 times a week, right? You don't have to blast everybody in your list, but you make a blast certain segments. You make a put, some people that came to the site within the last X amount of days, and they could get the email. You could blast some people that haven't bought in 30 days. Like, you could literally send out segments of emails to certain pockets of your list that allows you to still have that engagement and allows you to still create sales every single day with your email list.
Yep. And just being transparent, like, I know, people been watching us for a while now, and, really making that switch over was really I would say more of the personal connection that we was able to get. We actually was, out at a YouTube conference,
Yep.
and, we was pretty much trying to figure out new ways to monetize our database, and we ran into OmniSend, and, just being able to explore the platform, it's really been able to put us in a position where we've been able to help you guys. So really want you guys to go ahead on and try that out, especially if you don't already have a home. And another thing, if you looking to find places that's way more compatible, like, this may be the spot for you, because it's so important that you are monetizing your list. If you do not have a list, you are losing out on millions of dollars.
And you're not running a business. You got a hobby. I'm sorry to say it. You do not have a business. You do not have a business as a hobby.
And I guess, because a lot of people have, when we get them inside the community, the next thing we expose them to a database is actually, like, sending this stuff out. So, like, how, have this specifically the OmniSend platform, how has it been able to help us design emails?
I'm gonna be honest with you. My email hack is just to duplicate, like, the one email that you create. So I'm not about to give y'all no rocket science answer of, like,
Yep.
you can make these crazy designs.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell you, like,
And they do have the templates on there.
simple scales, complex fails.
Yep.
Take one template,
Yep.
design it, and then just keep duplicating your same email over and over and over and over again, and just add in new images, new text, new everything. And that's exactly how you can actually speed up the process of you making emails, especially if you're gonna start sending 3 to 5 emails a week.
Yep. So what Nick is saying, like, the platform gives you template emails. That way you can go in and just insert your pictures, insert your text. So the hack that he giving you is,
Use the same
instead of remaking a new email every single time, duplicate that one great template that you create, and then you able to insert and place the new products, the new
Correct.
designs, the new holidays, instead of having to start fresh each and every time.
Correct.
It's very important that you're making it easy for yourself when you are doing these emails and texts. We don't want anybody to be stuck. All right, so, I mean, we really just...
I give them a way that they can increase their conversion rate, like, with emails. Simplest thing ever. Now that you got your emails, before you actually do, like, any campaign, a sale, a drop, a new product, whatever it is, send out an email a day before and tell them that it's coming the next day. That's the most simplest way you could, like, increase your conversion rate, because you allow your email database to know what's coming. They on your list for a reason. They VIP customers. So if you tell them ahead of time, hey, this was coming tomorrow, no matter what it is, 9 times out of 10, your conversion rate should increase by 1, 2, 3, or even 4% because you gave them the heads up. So when they get the notification, they're already ready for it.
Yep.
That'll be the easiest thing. And like I said, if y'all want more information like this is like, we are not beginner entrepreneurs. Like, we give beginner tips, beginner advice. We give intermediate tips and intermediate advice, but we also have advanced solutions to really scaling a online brand. Like, and is either you could make tens of thousands of dollars online or you can make tens of thousands of dollars in person. We've done both, and we're still doing both to this day with our own brand, World and Vision.
Yep.
I'm talking hot on them, huh?
Yeah, you talking hot.
I'm talking hot on them.
Man, we appreciate y'all. Like Nick told y'all already, we doing, I guess this is never before. We're going to give y'all 3 free days inside the community, peel back the curtain.
And we gave them the plug. Like, if y'all don't have an email home, go to OmniSend. Start sending emails. I don't want to hear, man, I'm bothering my customers. No. Like, they're going somewhere else to buy if you're not sending out emails. So go and download OmniSend. Start your email list, start your email database. So when I come ask you, how many customers do you have? You can easily just go to your email list and say, I have X amount of customers.
Yep.
All right? So you don't have to be like how we were.
Talking about Instagram followers.
And was confused like, I don't know how to get this information. And you already able to speed up the process.
Yep. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We just got back from Portland,
to make some email money.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, run us up. Man, Activate Your Vision podcast. We just appreciate y'all so much for tapping in. Let us know how, what everybody that's watching this that has a database already, like, let me see like some sales or something. Like, what y'all been making from y'all database? How much of your database has contributed to your revenue? Are you struggling with your database? Like, give me some feedback on, monetizing your database and what you're doing with it. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner, CEO of World and Vision.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of World and Vision. Thank y'all for watching this video.
And we out.
Let's get it.